Stephanie here in SeaWorld San Diego, and this is my buddy Duke. Now, I have worked at SeaWorld for over 21 years, and I've worked with a lot of different animals, and this guy right here is one of my absolute favorites. Now, something pretty special about Duke, come over here, buddy, is Duke is going to be celebrating his 20th birthday this month. So for all of you out there who know and love Duke, send us your hearts to send Duke some love. Right, buddy? Okay, that's right. Now, Duke and I thought it would be super fun today to share some information with you about California sea lions, some of the differences between seals and sea lions, and I'm going to give all of you Facebook fans an inside look at how we train our California sea lions. I think you're ready, buddy. All right, so why don't we start out by looking at Duke's head. Come here, let's give him an extreme close-up. Now, look on the top of his head. You guys see he has that large bump? That's called a sagittal crest, and it's a specific characteristic to only mature male sea lions. So when they're about 5 years old, they start developing this very large crest. Yes, they do. And it develops until they're about 10 years old. Now, for those of you who like to kayak or swim on our local beaches, if you see a sea lion that looks like Duke's crest, woo, bless you, you know that you are looking at a mature male. Now let's look at his ears now, right on the side of his head. Do you see those little structures sticking out? Those are his external ear flaps. Very different from a true seal that would just have a little small ear hole. Now, California sea lions hear us very well. Lots of kisses today, Duke. So we can give them verbal signals. It's one of the ways that we communicate, and we're going to demonstrate this. So I want you guys to listen, all right? Water. Okay. Now he also knows his name. Duke. Okay. Smile. Oh, very nice there, buddy. Now, aside from knowing verbal cues, he also can hear sounds. So listen to this. Good boy. Now that snap sound told him, hey, go ahead and relax and lay down, and he did that. Now let's watch Duke eat. You stay right there. Here we go. Now watch Duke. Is he chewing his food? No way. California sea lions are going to swallow their food whole. If you live in an ocean environment, you do not want to stop and chew your food. Now, all right, let's look in his mouth. Let's look in their mouth. Whoa! Extreme close-up. Duke has 34 to 38 large teeth. And like I mentioned, they're only used for grabbing and tearing. Now, a lot of you might be asking, how come his teeth are black, right? A lot of people, I bet. Now, his teeth are black because they have a very different enamel than we do on their teeth. Let's look at that again. Show them your teeth. There we go. So their mouth produces this very healthy bacteria that coats their teeth and protects it. Now I'm going to give you a little insider tip. Animals with darker teeth typically are older, right? They have more time to build up all of that really healthy bacteria on his teeth. I still love your teeth. Yeah, I do. Smile. There they are. That's a good look. All right, now another way we can communicate with our sea lions is with visual signals, because guess what? Sea lions have excellent eyesight. He has acute vision inside the water and very good vision outside of the water as well. And something else a lot of people don't know, sea lions can see in color. Now watch this. I'm going to give Duke some visual signals. Okay. Or he can watch what I'm doing. Okay. Or we can give him a little one. Watch this. Okay. Or we can send him on something really cool and far away. Watch this. Ready? Splashed by Duke. I bet a lot of you come to SeaWorld San Diego. All right, perfect. Come over here. Let's talk about this, the amazing adaptations of California sea lions. Let's look at his nose. Now, do you see how he's breathing? Yeah, he just went on a larger run there, so he's actually taking a lot of rest. But in a relaxed position, his nostrils are closed, and then he'll open his nostrils to take a breath. Pretty cool, huh? Now let's look right next to his nose and you'll see these whiskers. Oh, we have a question. What is it?
We have a question from fan Aaron asking how much Duke weighs.
Wow, Aaron, that's a great question. Duke weighs about 700 pounds right now. Now he is a big boy, right? Yes, you are. All right, so let's look at his whiskers. You guys see these? All right, these are very specialized whiskers called vibrissae. Now these vibrissae, watch how they move. Do you guys see that? Come here, Duke. Good. I'm going to show you a demonstration of how they work. Now he has between 40 and 60 vibrissae on his face. Now watch this. You guys see that? Do you see his vibrissae? Now watch them work. I'm going to let go of this ball. Now a lot of people think that he's holding the ball with the vibrissae. Okay, he's not. What he's doing is each vibrissae is connected to muscle and nerve tissue, and he's feeling the movement in the ball, and he's adjusting his neck and his head to keep the ball balanced. Do you guys see those vibrissae? Wow, that's crazy. Good job, Duke. Now this is something that Duke actually really enjoys doing. And it's something that we do a lot because he likes to play. Let me see that thing. Well, now you just want to do the demonstration, but watch this. Duke can get pretty fancy. Good job, buddy. Did you guys see those vibrissae? That's an amazing adaptation of California sea lions. All right, now let's talk about the last type of signal that we give our sea lions. We talked about visual, we talked about verbal. Well, there's one more. Now, if we want to hear Duke make some sounds, there's a couple different ways we can do that. But the best way is with a tactile signal. That's something he can feel. So watch this. Come here, buddy. Okay. Okay, whoa, that was pretty loud, right? Now there's a couple different signals that I can give him, and they all mean the same thing. I can do a visual signal. It's supposed to mean roar, buddy. But a tactile. Over and over. What? That's right. Sea lions are very loud, and that's because they're gregarious animals. And most gregarious animals are extremely loud, including sea lions. All right, now let's talk about how sea lions move around and how they swim. All right, Duke, come this way. Now, California sea lions do not have tail flukes like whales and dolphins. Instead, they have these long flippers that he'll use to swim. And he's going to show us right now as he swims across the pool. All right, Duke, ready? Let's go this way, buddy. Show us your flippers. You ready? There you go. Woohoo! All right, now watch this, the middle of the pool. This is going to be pretty awesome. All right, Duke, get ready for this, buddy. Watch Duke's flippers. He's going to use them to lift all 700 pounds up and out of the water. Are you ready? Whoa! Come here! That was awesome! Yes, it was. Very good. Woo! Pretty cool, right? Now, to do that, Duke uses these large flippers. Now, something really cool about the flippers. If you look at Duke's body, sorry about that, bud. You'll see that he has a lot of hair, right? Let's look at Duke's body. He's covered in hair. But now let's look at his flippers. If you look at his flipper, you will see that there is no hair, no claws, nor nails on those flippers. They're very smooth, and that's to make sure that he has zero drag when moving those flippers in the water, so he's super hydrodynamic. Now, while we're talking about his body, let's look at his fur. He is covered in fur, and his body also secretes oil. And this oil helps to protect his fur when it's in the water. But the also cool thing is when sea lions are dry, they get really fuzzy. And believe it or not, when Duke is dry, he's blonde. Super, super blonde. Now, sea lions also molt. I know, buddy, you just want to rub. Sea lions also molt between November and February. So Duke will lose all of this fur and get a brand new coat of fur in just a matter of months. Very nice. All right, now let's look at how sea lions walk. All right, come here, Duke. This is another difference between seals and sea lions. Now see how Duke is standing up on his flippers, and then if you look at his rear flippers, they're displayed out, right? Now if he moves forward, he can put them behind him, but watch him back up. Okay, do you see how he has his flippers tucked under his body? He can rotate his hip bone underneath his hips, just like he is right now. That's a great look. This is a characteristic of a California sea lion. All sea lions can walk on all fours. Now, if he was a seal, he would just kind of undulate and bounce along the surface of the water. But sea lions can walk with these big, giant flippers. Pretty good, buddy. All right, now let's also look at one more amazing thing about their bodies. They have very flexible spines, and I'm going to show you this. Watch me walk around him. Stay. he can bend his neck all the way back. And we already saw this a little bit when he was kind of rubbing on me earlier. But you guys see how flexible his spine is? This makes them extremely agile when they're swimming in the water. This is how they can avoid predators and hunt, and they can turn on a dime underwater. I know, buddy, you are just super rubby today. All right, and one last thing is let's look at his rear flippers. If you look at his rear flippers, you will see that they have nails. The 3 middle digits of his flippers have nails, and that's for him to scratch his head or scratch his chest. And you can also see how the digits are divided. Very different from the front flippers. I know, buddy. Now, Duke right now is going through a little bit of what we call rut. And this is a characteristic of male California sea lions. It's their breeding season. So for him, he likes to take naps when he's in rut. And believe it or not, they also get a very distinct smell. So we know when Duke's in rut because he gains a lot of weight. He has a different smell to him, and he gets super rubby. Do you guys see how he's rubbing on me a lot and he's wanting to kind of hug? That's because his skin and his nose, he feels very sensitive. So all of this stuff feels really good right now for him to rub on. All right, buddy, that was great. So let's put you in the water, and let's talk about some ways that you can help California sea lions, right? Good boy, come on up here. Now, California sea lions are the most common rescued animal by our SeaWorld rescue team here at SeaWorld. This year alone, we've already rescued over 400 marine mammals, most of them being California sea lions. Now, believe it or not, last year in 2015, over 1,400 California sea lion pups were rescued along the Pacific coast by SeaWorld and other rescue organizations. Pretty unbelievable. Now, a lot of you might be wondering what we can do to help. Well, everybody can help by just throwing away your trash. How easy is that, right? Summer's coming up, we're all gonna go to the beach. Please pick up your trash. Trash is not something that sea lions like. You don't like trash, do you? I didn't think so. So picking up your trash, because guess what? Sea lions can ingest it, and then their stomachs are full, and they're not hungry. Also, they become entangled in that trash. And once they're entangled, then it's very difficult for them, and they need assistance. So trash, also you can schedule a local beach cleanup. Lots of kisses. Beach cleanups are super important to our environment because we all can help. The last beach cleanup that SeaWorld organized, we collected over 200 pounds of trash just locally here at SeaWorld San Diego. Woo! All right, Duke. Well, that was a lot of information about California sea lions. Everybody, we hope you enjoyed hanging out with Duke and I today. If you have any questions, you can always contact SeaWorld, and also visit SeaWorldCares.com to find out more information on our rescue efforts. Now I think we have one more really good goodbye. Duke, come on up here. All right, are you ready?